You better believe it. Justin Bieber's being called tone deaf for using a snippet of Martin Luther King speaking on his new album, Justice. It looks like there's an adult version of Mrs. Doubtfire out there somewhere. Angelina Jolie accused Brad Pitt of domestic abuse, and apparently Chris Harrison is not going down without a fight. By the way, you have no idea how excited I am and how excited producer Abigail is that so many of you loved our first ever Pop Talk last week. We worked so hard on that. I have so many different stories that are so fascinating and that you may not have heard that I want to do a Pop Talk on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, scroll down a few posts, you'll see it on the feed. It's about a theme park about America that Disney almost made until the left stopped them. I'm AlexClark and this is Poplatix. Do you believe in life after love? Justin Bieber just released his brand new album, Justice, last week, and so far, my favorite songs are Too Much, Deserve You, and Somebody. Don't wanna fall asleep, I'd rather fall in love. Here's something kind of weird, though. At the beginning of Too Much, there's a sound clip of Martin Luther King Jr. talking about justice. Why? Well, people on Twitter are wondering the same thing.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Too Much is a pop song about love. It has nothing to do with social justice. In fact, none of the songs on the album do. So the social justice warriors on Twitter are accusing him of pandering, and honestly, I kind of agree. I mean, obviously in today's woke culture, Justin feels pressure to do something or say something just to fit in and keep his head above water because you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. So since his album is called Justice, he probably thought, oh, I'll make it appeal to the wokies by randomly putting MLK on it. It's sad that artists feel like they have to do this. I mean, the album is good on its own. You don't have to make a political statement on everything. And it's sad that today's culture pressured him to feel like he did.
I get my light right from the source, yeah that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia.
Remember Mrs. Doubtfire, one of the most iconic nannies to ever nanny? Word on the street is this movie was almost not a family movie. In fact, it's rumored that there's an NC-17 version of the film and an R-rated version of the film. There's a viral tweet from Film Facts that said that Robin Williams improvised so much while filming Mrs. Doubtfire that there were PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17 cuts of the film. In 2015, the director, Chris Columbus, said that Robin Williams was without a doubt the best actor I've worked with. He said that Robin Williams was so good with improv, and because they never knew when gold would strike, they had to have multiple cameras positioned at multiple angles, like shooting a documentary, so that they could best capture Robin's facial expressions.
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
People online are offering their stimulus checks just to buy this NC-17 version of Mrs. Doubtfire, and they're saying it could heal the world after the pandemic.
We've come to this planet looking for intelligent life. Oops, we made a mistake.
We're happy to be in America. Don't ask for a green card.
I want you in the worst way.
Well, it's certainly a rough meeting, and it's not going very well for me, I'll tell you that. Hey, boss, give it a chance. She's going to loosen up any moment.
The people are right. Give us what we want.
Yes, dear.
Angelina Jolie is going full-blown claws out in her custody battle with ex-husband Brad Pitt over her kids. She's now claiming that her and her kids have ample evidence to supply the court with proof that Brad was violent and domestically abusive.
But appearances can be deceptive. Yeah.
This is not good for Brad because back in 2016, if you remember, there was a story that the FBI and Child Services had to investigate their family after an anonymous person said the family was taking their private plane somewhere. Right after takeoff, Brad and Angelina started arguing, and Maddox, their son, jumped up to verbally defend Angelina, and when he did that, Brad lunged at Maddox and Angelina jumped in between them to block Brad. The anonymous source alleged that Brad did make physical contact with Maddox, which is why Child Services investigated.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Now, Brad's people say that Brad is devastated Angelina's bringing this stuff up because they both know this was when he was abusing drugs and alcohol, and he's been very open since then about being clean.
Talking la 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 like this is business as usual.
Angelina is saying that she wants full custody of their kids. He wants half. So whose side are you on in this, Brad or Angelina's?
If you ever carried out your proposed threat, you would experience such a storm of consequences, my friend, that your empty little head would be spinning faster than the wheels of your Schwinn bicycle back there.
You think that's a Schwinn?
Okay, now this is juicy. Allegedly, Trumpy Trump is creating a new social media platform that will debut in 2 to 3 months and blow the competition out of the water, according to his senior advisor, Jason Miller. Jason told Fox News' Media Buzz Sunday, "This is something that I think will be the hottest ticket in social media. It's going to completely redefine the game, and everybody is going to be waiting and watching to see what exactly President Trump does."
I hear Kofefi.
They're anticipating tens of millions of people to use this app, and said Trump has had multiple companies reach out to him who want to be a part of it. Trump versus Twitter, we love to see it.
I like to see bad people fail.
If you're starting to feel a little steamy, there's a reason for that.
I take Tuesday.
Okay, speaking of social media, Facebook told employees that they're building an Instagram for kids under 13.
I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Yeah, sounds like a fabulous idea. Let's take all the kids and put them in one place so the pedophiles can find them a lot easier.
Do you like teenage girls? When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Sharon Osbourne is finished. I'm just gonna say it. She defended Piers Morgan after his Meghan Markle comments, and after she did that, she got slammed with allegation after allegation that she's racist, and there is no way she survives this. I mean, the talk has been on hiatus dealing with it. The sad truth is, she will probably get canceled, then so will her husband, Ozzy, most likely, and then I bet both of their kids, who've been in the spotlight also for forever and have probably said something non-PC at some point. The cancel culture fetishists will devour this because it will be the first time that they can cancel a whole entire family.
Jack, so Kelly went out last night, and apparently Puff Daddy's security guard bumped into her and knocked her on the floor. And then Puff Daddy picked her up and put her on the table and apologized and was really nice to her. And told her she doesn't wear enough diamonds, and that he was going to get her a diamond watch.
P. Diddy's the homie.
And I said he smells good, he dresses nice, he's fine. Wouldn't it be cool if Kelly went out with Puff Daddy and I was Puff Daddy's mother-in-law?
Puff Mummy?
Puff Mummy.
Sharon Osbourne isn't the only daytime host getting canceled either. Dr. Phil will be next after it was found out that he's been sending troubled teens on his show to one of those abusive facilities like Paris Hilton went to. One of the teens that he sent was the Catch Me Outside girl, and now she's speaking up.
So, Dr. Phil, I'm going to give you from now till April 5th to issue an apology, not only to me, but to Hannah and any other child that you sent to Turnabout or any other program like this. And if you don't, I'm gonna handle things my way.
The place he sent multiple kids to was called Turnabout Ranch in Utah, and Danielle Bergoli says 2 men came to her house in the middle of the night to essentially kidnap her and take her. I mean, just like Paris Hilton's story that happened to her at another Utah facility for troubled kids. In February, a girl named Hannah Archuleta came out and accused one of the staff members at this ranch of sexually assaulting her. She said she was inspired by Paris and Danielle was inspired by Hannah. If you read about what the girls are saying that they endured there, I mean, it is absolutely horrifying. And Dr. Phil could be in some trouble here.
Catch me outside, how about that?
And a little Bachelor Chris Harrison update for you. He's hired an extremely powerful LA lawyer, which means he probably realizes that ABC is trying to can him for all this. And just remember, all this is him saying that we should offer grace and compassion to Rachel Kirkconnell and wait for her side of the story.
She's a witch, I tells ya! Burn her! Burn her!
The lawyer he hired is the same one who helped Gabrielle Union with her fight with America's Got Talent. And a friend of his told Page Six that he's ready to tell the truth about how things work over there after the way ABC and producers have been treating him, which makes me think that the way this is gonna go is ABC tried to save their face by canceling Chris Harrison to look all high and mighty and woke, but Chris Harrison is ultimately going to take down the Bachelor franchise with him and expose all the dirt, which I know there is a lot. This will be the ultimate battle royale.
A very exciting day here today.
Find Poplatix merch, submit your own juicy celeb stories or stories that you find that you want me to cover on the show, and apply for TPUSA's Young Young Women's Leadership Summit on the link in our bio. Also, subscribe to Poplatix on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review. Hit the heart, let me know if you're Team Brad or Angie, if Justin Bieber putting a clip of MLK randomly on his album was tone deaf or not, and if you're excited for Chris Harrison to expose ABC. DM this episode to 3 friends and hit that save button. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is Poplatix. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at Poplatix on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.